Okay, here's the Slimming World version of the same authentic dish that I did in my previous video. The only difference here is that we're going to be using fry light instead of oil. We're not going to deep fry the mushrooms like the authentic way, we're going to boil them first. But we still have exactly the same ingredients that go into the original dish, all that you can see here. Okay, first things first, we're going to cut a chicken breast in half, lengthways like so, and then we're going to cut a diagonal line slices like so, about 1 centimetre thick each piece, and then we're going to boil that for about 5 minutes until it's cooked. For 5 minutes, just pop them into a drainer. So we're just going to leave these to the side to 120 grams. Roughly. So as stated, instead of deep frying the mushrooms for 20 seconds, which we do, we're going to boil them for 5 minutes so that they're pretty much already softened. Okay, now the 5 minutes have passed, we're going to drain those. Just put them straight into a drainer and then leave those to the side. 3 cloves of garlic, crushed with the back of a knife and then chopped. We want to chop an onion like this, half an onion, and then chop it like so, and we want 30 grams of onions, so about 30 grams. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of MSG, about 60 milliliters of water is recommended. I go up to about 80 or 100 because I like more sauce. 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, a dash of white pepper, half a teaspoon of oyster sauce, a dash of cooking wine, and a little bit of thickener. So that's just a bit of cornstarch mixed with water. You can use potato starch if you wish. Spring onion, just gently flatten that along, and we're going to cut this about this thick. Not going to use the wok for this one, as I assume most people will just have a normal pan. I'm just going to use a saucepan. I am warming the pan up to a high heat, as we still need that high heat, but we're going to spray a fair bit of fry light in there. Then we're going to go with the onions, the garlic, the mushrooms, the chicken. I'm going to spray a little bit more fry light just over the top. We also want the teaspoon of soy sauce, dark soy sauce, straight away. We're going to give that a bit of a swirl around. Just gently mix it all in. Keep mixing it around for about 1 minute. It goes a lot quicker in the wok, but because we're doing it this way, we just want to cook it off for about 1 minute. Now we're going to go with a few dashes of the rice wine, dash of white pepper. Now we're going to put in the water, a little mix, pop in the salt and MSG mix, mix again. I'm just mixing it like this, but you can gently do it with a wooden spoon. Now we want 1/2 teaspoon of oyster sauce. Let that mix in. Now we're going to make sure this is at a high heat until it's really bubbling. Now we're going to start putting in the thickener little by little, stirring as you put it in. There we go, we've now got the nice consistency. We're going to put in the spring onions. We're just going to stir those in and serve. And there you have it, everyone. That is your authentic Chinese takeaway, garlic chicken and mushroom in oyster sauce, slim and world friendly. Might be a couple of sins for the cornstarch we'll work that out and I'll put that in the description. But I'd serve this up with some rice, or you could eat it like this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, do remember that you can add broccoli, cauliflower, all sorts to it. If you add a lot of broccoli and cauliflower and other vegetables, you're going to need more water. So increase the amount of sauce, the measurements. So, you know, if you go with double the amount of water for a lot more sauce to feed the family, go with double the amount of oyster sauce to all the other ingredients that I've put down. But yeah, you can mix that with anything, any other vegetables, and it should still taste nice. And meat as well. Beef, you can use beef, pork. So I'll see you in the next video. I'll see if I can one day get a sweet and sour chicken Slimming World style. I know there is one out there, but I'm going to try and do it myself like the Chinese takeaway, but Slimming World friendly. So see you next time.